Good morning. I'm glad we could get everyone a seat. I didn't want to be responsible for anyone falling down asleep, hurting themselves. I'm Arnesse Morris. I'm the logistics manager over at Quintiles Laboratories. If you look through the program this morning, you saw that if you haven't heard of Quintiles, I'm sure you saw the name, the first thing you said was Quintiles. We get that all the time. I'm actually with Quintiles. We have an office here in Marietta, Georgia. Quintiles is the only fully integrated bio and pharmaceutical services provider offering clinical, commercial, consulting, and capital solutions. Quintiles has over 22,000 employees in 60 countries that have contributed to the development or commercialization of the top 30 best-selling drugs out on the market. Do this little pitch part here. My boss is here, so I had to do a little plug for the company. I'm sure you guys can understand. Quintiles owns the largest worldwide network of wholly owned, CAP-accredited central laboratories in the industry. Myself, I work for one of the laboratories that we have, of the six wholly owned that we have. There are six wholly owned and 3 affiliate laboratories strategically placed around the globe. With this large network of globally harmonized laboratories, Quintiles is capable of providing consistent and comparable results from region to region, study to study, uniform instrumentation and SOPs, reduced intercompany and intercontinental shipping, and superb quality of work. With approximately 15,000 shipments in the air being moved daily globally by Quintiles, Quintiles deploys regional logistics teams that utilize global logistics initiatives and directions to fulfill complete resolution of all logistical problems, consistent improvement of transit times, remove all threats of data from quality on transportation. This is by having the regional approach versus ship to one specific area globally. And also drive courier management through innovation and utilization of STAR vendor management program. I'm sure you're going to say, what is STAR? That brings me to my presentation. When Paige and Charlie came to me and said, hey, we want you to speak about some of the things that you guys go through, some of the challenges that you have out there, and I was like, well, how much time do you have? Because I can fill up a whole day on problems that we have daily. My group, we boast on that we never plan anything in our day. We just walk in and decide, okay, let's see what kind of mess we're going to walk into today. Basically, you throw an egg against the wall, see what it looks like, and that's what the day is going to be like. But one of the things that I looked at was, and I realized is we have a vendor management program that is called STAR, which stands for Strategic Alliance Reporting. It is through that we have actually managed and molded a lot of the concerns that we have as far as transit times in the different entities that are out there. Through this management system, you can actually get the results that you're looking for. You may not get them this year. You may not get them next year. But it's much better to get them within 2 years than to never get them at all. And what we're all striving for is to reach that level of perfection at some point in time. And that's what the STAR management that we have does. One of the most common issues that any company will encounter shipping globally or regionally is how to manage a courier to get the service that is needed while obtaining the results that you want. Quintiles utilizes a courier management program called STAR, Strategic Alliance Reporting, to drive customer-focused behavior. And there's a difference between the behavior that most couriers will want to walk in the door with versus actual customer-focused. And you'll see this as I get through the presentation where this is laid out. But STAR ensures effective performance through measurement and feedback, provide basis for objective evaluation of performance to support operational as well as strategic objectives, and used to communicate performance to stakeholders within both companies. The guiding principles of managing couriers. The program metrics must be driven by the business need. What this is meaning is ensure that the metrics that you're utilizing are focused on specifically what your business needs are, not the industry needs. As an example, and hopefully Randy won't come up here and tackle me, FedEx and most of the express couriers, they base their industry standards off of the normal morning delivery, which is around 10:30 a.m. Well, because we're moving biological samples, once the needle leaves the arm of a patient, we basically have 48 hours from anywhere in the world to get that sample tested. Otherwise, it's no good. We've got to redraw the patient, and for those of you who have been to the doctor before, had a needle poked in them, and they couldn't find the vein, and you had to go back and get poked again. It's just so many times you go be a pincushion. So, and losing a patient to a pharma company is losing data. That's longer time that it's going to take that company, and more money it's going to take for them to get that drug to the market. So, you know, that's the challenge that we're facing there. So we can't, you know, getting a metric in of 10:30 did not necessarily work for us. So what we basically did was we went to them and said, how early can you fly a plane into here? We'll open our business based off of when you can put a plane at Hartsfield. And then we basically set our metrics up for them providing that service based off of that metric. So we don't, when we actually go in and look at it, and we choose a service of next day a.m. prior to overnight, the standard for that is 10:30 a.m. However, for shipments coming into Quintiles, we're expecting it by 6:30 a.m. You have to make sure that you drive it for whatever the specifics of what you're looking for in order to get the things